to sleep. So here we are, back where it began. I see my heart cave in. I got my scars. I've been to hell and back again. Born for the blue skies, we'll survive the rain. Born for the sunrise, we'll survive the pain. We're singing, hey, you can't count us out. We've been running up against the crowd. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, wait, it's not over now. We've been down, but we've never been out. Yeah, we're the dark horses. Found a way out. The city takes everything it can, but outside the crowds, I can feel my lungs again. Born for the blue skies, we'll survive the rain. Born for the sunrise, we'll survive the pain. We're singing, hey, you can't count us out. We've been running up against the crowd. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, wait, it's not over now. We've been down, but we've never been out. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, born for the blue skies. Born for the blue skies. Born for the sunrise. We'll survive the pain.
Hey, man.
Sup, bro?
Not much, yo. Oh my god. I just clicked on the command center and pressed S.
Okay, so at the bottom here, spawning in MLG Antigua's shipyard, we have XO Surf, playing for obviously the XO team.
And on the top of Antigua Shipyard, we have Immaculate the Red Protoss, playing for Team Air. Oh,
Yes,
I can't believe I just did
definitely. XO Surf did take the last game off of Team Air against Kid. No, not Kid Name. What am I doing? What am I talking about?
Nomi.
The guy's name was Nomi. The baller ass
it's an
he
anagram or
is.
whatever.
Yeah. And so Immaculate's going to take his place. It was a TVP last time, so let's see if Surf decides to change it up a bit in his TVP playstyle. I don't really expect to, because Bio's pretty good versus Protoss.
Yep, pretty standard metagame right here. Immaculate scouting right after Pylon, pretty early for a not Nexus first or whatever build like that, but he is scouting cross positions as he should, because of course on Antigua Shipyard, the MLG version, you can only spawn cross positions.
Indubitably. So looks like Surf is going to be throwing down the barracks at a normal time. Nothing too crazy just yet. It is going to be scouting, so it doesn't look like he is going to be taking gas based off of that scout, because you usually wait until after you take a gas, so I expect him not to take a gas here. And just go for a one-rack standard expansion.
Yep, pretty standard metagame for Terran, yes, wouldn't you say?
Definitely, except scouting on the top. Guess he doesn't realize it's MLG. It's going to lose a little bit of time. Little unfortunate, but hey, cool chaos.
Yeah. It's okay, though, because it's against the Protoss, and Protoss can't really stop Terran from scouting with that SCV all that early because of the lack of a Stalker.
Very, very true. So it looks like Surf here is just going to be actually making an extra SCV instead of getting Command Center.
Oh my god,
Orbital
he keeps
Command.
chasing that probe.
Yeah, and Immaculate's actually getting a great scout of his whole base. Not seeing a gas is going to know exactly what's up. So he can do one of two things. He can actually just take a quick expansion himself, or put on a lot of pressure early on. Either one is a good call because the 1 rack expand can be pretty greedy if you don't know how to hold off all the all-ins well enough.
Yeah, and Surfy actually not going in that typical counterclockwise rotation, and is checking cross of the close
Yeah,
spawn there.
I think I know what's going on in his head. He saw that probe coming really early, so he kind of expects it to be on these 2 positions because he's used to playing the ladder map. But it is MLG, and so it is just going to be cross because it's got cross first.
He actually forgot a second depot.
I don't think it's. Well,
no, man, he was supply blocked, and then he started the depot on both of his buildings. He was supply blocked.
Well, usually at Terran, if they're being greedy enough, skip the supply depot and just go straight for the command center, so we can save a lot of minerals. But the command center was a little late, so
yeah.
I guess he just forgot. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, going to throw down 3 racks, total 3 racks, 2 extra racks, and which is a little awkward. A lot of Terrans like to time them up exactly at the same time, but yeah, it's not a huge deal. He is going to be getting these other 2 gas too, so pretty standard so far here from the Terran.
Yep. And on our Proto side, we do have a 1 gate expansion into, looks like 4 gates. And that hidden probe is still out on the map, so we might in fact see a lot of pressure come out against this 1 gate expansion.
Yeah, definitely. A 4 gate after an expansion is actually pretty strong, especially because I bet Immaculate saw that Surf didn't make a bunker and was being pretty greedy without making that bunker early on. So it's a really good call here to put on a lot of pressure early. He's not all in by any means off these 4 gates. He does have 2 bases. So what he's going to do is actually just try and kill him early on, and it might actually work out, seeing that he's trying to tech up here.
Yeah, we only have 1 tech lab going down, so there's only going to be 1 Marauder out for each rotation here. It doesn't mean he's going to have more Marines out early, but isn't starting, well, he's starting 1 bunker now.
Yeah. It is going to stop that 4 gate timing. I guess it was a pretty good call. I don't know what made him build the bunker. If I can see his vision here. Okay, actually he scanned. Alright, so he does know about it. And that's, guess why he put down the bunker. But that stalker is going to get hit off the bat. Marines are just going to micro back, and he is going to be safe in that bunker. So right now Immaculate needs to make something happen right now. Especially because he just got on his 2 gas in his main. So he's going to try and tech up to a robo, but it's pretty late for tech, especially this late on.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of Chrono Boost saved up. I think, what do you think the right decision is? Chrono Boost probes out? That's what he's doing. I think that is the right decision in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely, especially because it looks like Surf is just going to be teching up. I expect to actually see an eBay because I do the same build myself. So where's eBay at? It's going to come down. I swear to you, an eBay is going to come down here soon. I'm calling it right now, Ghost. Here we go. Okay, hang on.
I'm like staring around the map, man. Is he going to proxy this eBay or something? Oh, factory!
Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole.
Oh,
so,
God.
like I said, a factory is going down instead of an eBay. Yeah, and Stem is actually on the way instead of Concussive Shell. I don't know if he caught that, but yeah, that's pretty weird. Because usually Concussive Shell is first because you can get map control with the Marauders and get slow down any stalkers out on the field, but I guess he's just going to decide to go for Stem early on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do have Immaculate here losing a pylon, starting a 3rd one now to try to make up for that, and started a robotics bay even. No observer on its way quite yet. Very few units out for our Protoss player actually. And Terran player has a ton of units. Supply's relatively even though. What is the worker count here? It is 37 to 42.
So the worker count is very much in favor of the Protoss, which it should be, especially because the Terran has a mule. So it's not a huge income disparity as you would think, but it still is pretty big because probes are a big deal. But this Colossus that's going to be out soon is actually really huge because what Surf is going to have to do is instead of making a lot of medevacs early on like he did last game, is going to have to force Vikings. So basically Protoss player is just going to early on force these Vikings, and then just try and make a huge gateway army, and then switch into double forge and high temper attack as fast as possible. So making this Colossus is relatively safe. He's not making one yet, but he should be very soon, because this push that might be coming here with the combat shield and 2 medevac timing could be pretty good for the Terran here.
Yeah, to me it looks pretty even so far, actually. Protoss has a lot of units out, including a couple sentries with Guardian Shield, and it looks like Surfy is going to scan that and move back. Probably a good decision at this point. We do have a Colossus with no Thermal Lance quite yet. He doesn't have the money, but he's going to need a second Colossus. It looks like he does queue that up right now.
I guess that's a good idea, especially since he kind of knows that that's not going to be out in time for any kind of early push. But it's really important to get that Thermal Lance eventually, so he should be getting that really soon. And right now it looks like the Terran player is just going to sit back for a while and make a lot of Vikings. Actually, does he know about the Colossus? No, he does not. So he's actually not going to be making Vikings, just going to keep making medevacs, which is actually really huge for the Protoss player, because right now, if the Protoss can hit the nice timing, the Thermal Lance, and all these Colossus, and Surf has no Vikings, he's just going to die.
Yeah, what do you think? 3 Colossus is the correct amount for a kind of 2-base surprise attack here?
Oh, definitely. 3 Colossus is a great count.
He's actually moving out with only 1 here. I'm not sure how this is going to go.
He really needs Thermal Lance, like, really badly. I don't know if he saw those Colossus with that Marauder. I'm not quite sure. But if he starts making Vikings, then he definitely knows. But okay, a scan. Okay, he's gonna start making Vikings.
2 Vikings are coming out.
And double pumping those Vikings, gonna get a lot out pretty quickly. But yeah, I don't think his timing's gonna work now. So the Protoss right now just needs to tech up faster, I guess, and get Thermal Lance. Holy God!
Well, looks like
I don't know why.
Go ahead and engage here. We have a split in the Terran army.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, so this. Whoa. Okay, he picked up. Well, I was gonna say that's probably gonna just end the game right here. If he loses.
Yeah, it was really close, but a lot of these Vikings, when he gets out 4, those Colossus can be relatively unusable. Well, not unusable, but hold that thought. We have a huge engagement here. We have a lot of Zealots taking all the damage. But oh my God, these Colossus doing a ton of damage. Even if he does lose his whole army, look at all the SCVs Surf is now using, pulling off everything he has, but a huge army coming from the back, nice force fields. Going to try and hit that off, but looks like all of Immaculate's force is actually going down here. But let's look what he has back at his base. A lot of Zealots warping in. I was talking about the tech earlier. There were finally 2 forges going down, and Terran is going to have a huge income disparity right now.
Yeah,
especially,
Take a look at the worker skills count, 25. For our Protoss player right now. So Terran player now down at 38 harvesters to the 60 of our Protoss. Protoss has his 3rd up and running. Just really needs to make units and hold off an attack that's going to be made.
Yeah. And he really needs fucking Thermal Lance. Like, he's had gas forever. This is just really bad that he's not getting that. It's really crucial.
Yeah, do you think maybe he doesn't know? I mean, like, he clearly has the money for it right now.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't realize that he didn't have it. But 2 forges and a charge coming out now. He's just trying to tech, and it's not going to work out too well because Terran's just going to split up his forces here, and it's going to be really hard for him to hold all this off.
Yeah, 2nd Colossus does come out. Looks like he's going to go down right away. And the 3rd actually goes down, so not splitting his forces well at all here.